Okay, so we've been talking about just how little inventory there is and how prices have gone up substantially for the average home, gone up 8.6% since last year at this time. It's for a home and over 5% for a condo. It's quite remarkable. So let's dive in and take a look at individual neighborhoods across our city. Let's get starting with Manotick, if we can.
Right. So the Ottawa Real Estate Board put out a list of the top 20. Now, obviously, with our time crunch, we can't deal with all the neighborhoods, but they did deal with the top 20. And so I wanted to bring to the viewers today in the fact that we have some significant information in the fact that what we are seeing is that the homes outside the city per se, the outlying areas are where the growth is. What we're seeing is really substantial.
Really? Okay.
So Manotick, again, it's not in the core. Look at the difference.
A 35% increase in 5 years, from 2013 to 2018. Last year, the average house selling for just over $700,000 in Manotick.
And again, that's just the average. This is Manotick and Manotick Station. So again, it's not even taking into account the fact that some of these areas are actually even higher.
Right.
So we're just kind of getting the average, but that's a huge increase.
That is an astronomical increase. Okay, let's take a look at Stittsville, which is next. Again, a really high increase. Stittsville in city limits, 31% increase over the same 5-year period. The average home selling in 2018 for $490,000.
And so with this particular grid, again, is the fact that we are taking only into consideration, these numbers are for Stittsville Central. They don't take into account Stittsville North or even Stittsville South. And that's where we are seeing the most growth actually is in Stittsville. And this is Stittsville Central. So when you look at these average, again, it doesn't account for everybody. But the fact is that this accounts for even townhomes, which we're seeing to go over 400,000 in this particular area. So due to the fact that we have Department of National Defense moving to the West End, this is why we're seeing the numbers that we are seeing.
Going so high. Let's move on to North Gore now, where we're also seeing a very high increase, 27% increase over that same 5-year period between 2013 and 2018. The average home last year, $422,000.
It really is remarkable, and it was interesting to see that our Ottawa real estate president, our board president, he was saying, you know, this is the market that a lot of people think that they should, that the market is so high that they could represent themselves. And I personally have seen this is not a market that you want to navigate on your own.
People in these markets are going out and putting their homes up for sale without getting the help of a real estate agent. Exactly.
And what I have seen clearly is the fact that one private seller that I personally brought an offer to, due to the fact that they were unknowledgeable for the way that things work, they lost $27,000 that could have been put in their pocket.
Wow. Canada, the same kind of story. And moving on, we're seeing similar situations right across the city. In Carleton, the same kind of thing, up at 25% of an increase. That's a huge increase over 5 years.
It really is. It's something that, again, that we want the Ottawa people to kind of hear the voice of today and saying, do not wait until the grass is green. Even though we have frost on our windows still, unfortunately, in late spring, and this is the fact that we need to get you on the market. You need to have a conversation with your realtor, because this kind of increase, even Westboro, Westboro is the fact that, you know, the glebe and the downtown homes, people have a tendency to look at even exterior.
Right.
And so at almost 25%, Westboro is still seeing something. I mean, the fact that you are seeing, you know, nearly 800,000 in that area.
For the average home.
Yeah.
Perhaps no surprise in some of those areas like the Westboro and the Rockcliffe area park. I mean, the Rockcliffe Park area is your most expensive neighborhood in the city, where the average house sells at $1.6 million.
It is. So there were two very interesting. They were saying that the south end of the city was a very cozy and affordable area, but they were also pointing out that the Rockcliffe Park remains to be the most expensive area in the neighborhood. So at 1.6, that's an affordable home in Rockcliffe Park, because most are going over 2.
Unbelievable. When you dive in and you take a close look at just how much our homes are selling for, even more reason to get into the market and sell your house if it's something you're thinking about doing and you want some more information, you need some representation, let's have a look at Colleen's information there on your screen so that you can contact her. We're out of time today, but Colleen will take your call and certainly help you out if selling your house is what you want to do, because as she says, now is the time to do it. There's not a lot of homes for sale, and there's a lot of buyers out there. There's the information on how you can get a hold of Colleen Lyle's real estate team.